Hello students, welcome back to mathematics class. We are doing chapter vectors. So, in today's session we will discuss about the position vectors and direction cosines direction ratios with exercise 12.1 and 12.2. So, students, let's start. Position vectors. The position vector of a point A with respect to a fixed point, say O, is a vector OA. The fixed point is called the origin. Students, suppose we have to find the position vector of A. What is position vector of A? This is a point in the plane of three-dimensional geometry, and with respect to a fixed point, say O. Here we take O as a origin. If we find by using the distance formula, then O to A is the position vector of only A point. In this way, O is the origin. To express a vector in terms of position vectors of its endpoints. Suppose students, here we have a diagram A to B vector. Okay, here A to B is a line segment that is directed towards B, and O to A, O to B. Here O denotes the origin and O to A is the position vector of A, O to B is the position vector of B. In this way, if we want to calculate the position vector of AB, then AB vector is denoted by position vector of B minus position vector of A. In the same way, if we want to find BA vector, then for this we will write position vector of A first minus position vector of B. So, students, this is the formula to find the position vector of a particular point. In this way, students, today we learn that if we have a single point in a plane, that is A, in 3D plane, so we find the position vector by finding the distance from the origin. Okay, so this is called the A vector. But students, if we have two points in three-dimensional plane, then first is A and second one is B, and we have to find AB vector. In this way, we will write position vector of B minus position vector of A. Here we have here we have 3D plane. You can observe here, this is x-axis, y-axis, and this is z-axis, and here is the xy plane. Here blue shaded region is the xy plane, orange shaded region is the xz plane, and yellow shaded region is the yz plane. This xz plane is corresponding to this one. Okay, students. So, in this way, this is a diagram of room that is in the shape of cuboid, but you can observe this is in your room where you are sitting this time. So, here OX is the x-axis, and in the chapter vectors we have components. Okay, here we have I cap. I cap is the unit vector that is along OX axis. In the same way, we have J vector that is along the y axis, and we have K unit vector that is along the z axis. And students, in the previous video I have explained to you what is unit vector. A unit vector is a vector that has magnitude unity. Unity means 1. Next we have direction ratios and direction cosines. Student, this is most important topic of this chapter. What do you mean by direction ratios and direction cosines? Suppose we have a three-dimensional plane. OX, OY, OZ are the coordinate axes, and here P is a point in the plane having position A, B, C. This line, if we find the position vector from A, can be denoted by R vector, because this is directed. P is the position vector ABC and denoted by R vector. Suppose students, this OP line makes alpha angle with x-axis, beta angle with y-axis and gamma angle with z-axis. In this way, R vector makes angles alpha, beta, gamma with the positive direction of coordinate axis respectively. Then the angles are called the direction angles. This is very simple. If we are, suppose we tied a thread from a corner in your room and that thread will be tied from the corner, that is, you can assume that point origin, and you placed at some point, okay, and that point is called the position vector. You can say this point as A, B, C, and that thread makes alpha beta angle with the edges of your room, okay. You can assume one edge as x-axis, second edge as y-axis and third edge as z-axis, and all these edges must be mutually perpendicular. What do you mean by mutually perpendicular? Students, mutually perpendicular means when all the lines regarding which are discussing that making 90-degree with each other. So, in this way, that thread line makes alpha, beta, gamma. In this way, alpha, beta, gamma are the direction angles. So, cosine of angles, if we write cos with that angles, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, these are called the direction cosines. These are usually denoted by LMN. So, in this way, we have an important result here. L is equals to cos alpha, M is equals to cos beta and N is equals to cos gamma, where alpha is the angle between the vector r vector and I, because here x axis r vector makes alpha angle with x axis and I is the unit vector along the x axis. In this way, alpha is the angle between this r vector and I cap. So, cos alpha is equals to r vector dot I over magnitude of r and I vector. So, in this way, r dot I is equals to a and magnitude of r is under root a square plus b square plus c square. This is the formula to calculate the magnitude. So, here we have position vector ABC. You have to just simple find the square of components by adding and taking square root, okay. And I cap is 1 because I is a unit vector, so its length must be 1, and r dot I is equals to a because we are doing dot product. Students, in the next videos, I'll definitely share what is dot product and what is cross product. So, students, after doing that, you will definitely learn this, how to calculate. In the same way, if we do cos beta, then that is equals to b over under root a square plus b square plus c square. Similarly, we have cos alpha, c over under root a square plus b square plus c square. By adding these three results, we get L square plus n square is equals to 1. This is important remark, but students, here you have to understand this properly, that what are direction ratios and what are direction cosines. So, now we start exercise 12.1. Here we have question, if a vector magnitude of a vector is 3, we have to find magnitude of 5a vector. This is first one, very simple. Here 5 is a scalar quantity. A vector, this is the vector quantity because that has vector sign. So, here we have to just simple write down this as magnitude of 5, magnitude of a vector, because magnitude of a scalar quantity remains same and magnitude of a vector is given as 3. So, we get 15. In the same way, magnitude of minus 2a vector we will write as minus 2 and vector of a, magnitude of a vector, and students, length must be positive. So, we will write here 2 and value of a vector is 3. In this way we get answer 6, and last one is the 0 a vector magnitude. So, its value becomes a 0. So, this is very simple question. Here next we have, if AO plus OB is equals to BO plus OC, then show that these 3 points are collinear. Students, here you can observe A to O plus O to B. That means if we are going school from your home is the initial point and school is the terminal point, and after that going school, from school you are going to somewhere else. Okay, suppose you are going to your friend's house. So in this way, if you are adding this one, home to school, school to friend's house, and in the same way BO plus OC, you have to show that these points that you are using are collinear, that is must lie on the same path, must lie on the same line. So here AO plus OB is equals to AB. Similarly, BO plus OC is equals to BC. Here these two vectors are equal. Okay, so these two vectors are either parallel or collinear. Suppose students, if these vectors have a common point, then these given vectors are collinear. If there is no common point, then you can say that 3 vectors, the given points are parallel. So here you can observe that there is a point B common to both. In this way A, B, C are collinear. So here we have next question. If A, B, C vector are the vectors represented by the sides of triangle taken in order, then we have to prove that addition of this vector is 0. So let's start. Let OAB is a triangle such that OA is A vector, AB is B vector and BO is C vector. You can observe here the directions. Now by adding these 3 vectors we get OA plus AB. Here A is common, so we will write AB, and OB plus BO having common point B. So we can also write OB and BO both are same but having opposite direction, and so we can write OB minus OB, that is 0. In this way our answer is 0. And here I am sharing you the next question. This is same question. Here we have a pentagon. By adding these sides of the pentagon in the same direction, if we are moving, then it's same, it gives the result 0. So students, here you can also learn one remark that if we are taking a polygon, polygon can be hexagon, heptagon, octagon. So if we are adding all these sides and by moving in the same direction by adding one, then after that we definitely get 0. So in this way you can do yourself this question. This is very easy. Okay, by taking two sides and together and find one point. Here you can see P is common point, so we can write OQ. In the same way OQ plus QR, Q is common point, so we can OR. So in this way we get the same 0. Now we start exercise 12.2. Example number 1 is, the position vector of A, B, C, D are given. Show that the vectors DB and AC are this. Here answer is given in this statement. We have to just show that. Students, in the initial of this video, I have explained you about the position vector. So by using the same method, same formula, we will calculate this one. This exercise is very easy. So let's start. DB vector is position vector of B minus position vector of D, and value of B vector is only B vector. Value of D vector is A vector minus 2B vector. By using these values we get 3B minus A. So in this way we have proved the result. By using similar result, similar formula, you can also calculate AC vector. So students, here we have next question, example number 2. This is important question. Show that the 3 points having position vectors are collinear. So students, here we have 3 points and we need to calculate these are collinear. For that, AB plus AB is equals to BC and here B point is common to both, then the given vectors are collinear. So students, हमें collinear show करना है तो हमें एक point को common show करना होगा, ये ज़रूरी है. So, solution is let A, B, C be the points whose position vectors with reference to origin are respectively are given. So, here let us start. AB vector is position vector of B minus position vector of A. By putting the values, here is very simple calculation, 2A minus A we get minus 3A, 3B minus plus we get 5B vector, 2C minus 3C we get minus C vector. In the same way, BC and BC is position vector of C minus position vector of B. By using the given values, we can observe here answers of AB and BC are same, but there is just one point 2 that is different. If we take 2 common, then we get exact value of AB vector. In this way, BC is equals to twice of AB. So, these points can be same, okay. These points can be collinear and can be parallel, but here AB and BC have a common point B, so that must be collinear vectors. So, in this way we have proved that the three given points are collinear. Here students, we have the question number 3rd. This is also same question. ABCD is a parallelogram and let A, B, C vectors be the position vector of the vertices A, B, C. We need to find the position vector of D. Students, here it is given that this is a parallelogram. Parallelogram, properties of parallelogram are opposite sides are parallel and equal. So, here A, B, C are the position vectors of vertices A, B, C respectively of parallelogram. Let the position vector of vertex D be D vector. Now, it is given that this is a parallelogram. So, opposite side must be parallel. So, we can write as AB is equals to DC. Also, AB is parallel to DC. So, we can write AB vector is equals to DC vector. So, here position vector of B minus position vector of A is equals to position vector of C minus position vector of D. By putting these values, we get D vector is equals to C minus B plus A vector. So, this is the D vertex. So, students, in this way today we have completed two exercises, exercise 12.1 and 12.2. Here I am sharing you exercise 12.2 with its solution. So, it is requested to all of you kindly solve these questions and share the solution in the evening session. So, students, if you like my video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching the complete video.